Oh,
Good evening, YouTube family. Welcome to another PoorBoy Homestead Mimsy's Garden Live. After a while, we hope to bring you a smile. Tune in.
how are y'all doing? Oh, I guess we're waiting on commercials to get through so we can see our stuff.
Good
Hey,
evening,
Kathy.
everybody.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Cecilia. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Red. How are you? Oh. Hey, Mr. Jack.
Southern Ohio.
Let's see. Susan, how are you?
Where you going?
I'm catching to see who all's in this stream. I'm afraid we're going to miss somebody. Because my cup, I keep bumping my cup. Uh-oh. Y'all
Careful.
quit playing so rough. Children. Furball children. Woo, now they're going to come attack me. Hey, Julie. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Miss Patty.
Patty.
How are all of y'all doing? Red says she's doing great, but just a little tired. I know what you mean. Got that new deep freeze in, though. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. My daughter's looking to get one, too, but they're all sold out right now. Said they don't know when they'll get more in. Hey, Shayla.
Hello,
Hey,
Jenny.
Jenny. How are y'all doing? That's all right, Susan. Are y'all ready for some fun? Tell me if you're ready. Just give me a thumbs up.
To do that?
Oh, yeah.
No, wait, it was a few minutes. I gotta work my nerve up for that one.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. I've been cleaning out in the yard and in the shed and all that jazz today. No limit on toilet paper today. What? See, things are going to go back to normal soon. Won't be much longer. Some of these states are opening up. Ours is lifting a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Tiny bit. We also have a protest scheduled at the Capitol. I'm not sure why, because they're opening a tiny bit, but they are, so. Roasting out there in South Carolina. It's hot here, too. Even though, I mean, it's 80 degrees, but the humidity is like, so.
Supposed to be like 72 tomorrow or something like that. So we got a little front coming through.
Yeah, these storms has been ridiculous.
Ooh.
3 tornado weekends. Well, 2 weekends in a row, and then right in the middle of the week.
2 weekends in a row for long track tornadoes up to EF4 or stronger. That's kind of a first time in history.
It's crazy. And now they were talking about a hurricane or a tropical depression or something.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming to
the nurses are getting hate. What? That's crazy. The professional bull riding rodeo is being held in Guthrie right now at the Lazy E. Cool. Tree down on new garden. Oh, man, my garden is taking a beating. Everything's standing back up, but I think they're going to need an extra shot of nutrients because they just look like, I mean, they've been beat up 3 times in a row in less than 2 weeks.
It was
yeah, Cecilia, and we knew Lippy and them had some damage. I hadn't talked to her, didn't want to bother her, but I knew that she had it because Brenda told me. Hey, Julie.
Yeah, it was yesterday afternoon, that 3rd round that come through and hit us.
Susan, we'll just pray that everything will be taken care of.
It had quite a bit of hail in it. It got pretty serious there about 4 o'clock, I guess it was here.
Yeah. In the morning.
No, just the evening.
I mean,
yesterday. It got rough yesterday morning too, but it got really rough around here yesterday evening. That last round come through.
Did you lose any of my plants? No, not so far. They just, they're standing back up. Some are kind of wilty, and that may be just shock.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark. I think I'm gonna give them a boost of calcium though, especially the tomatoes and the peppers. Yeah, Wendy, y'all had a lot worse hail than we ever had, but I mean, we had it yesterday. That was crazy for us. Some good downpours. Oh, yeah, it was not pleasant to watch. I took a tiny video clip of it and put it on my Facebook. I'm actually working on a video of a compilation of how the garden was affected each time from the first set of storms till now, but I hadn't put it together yet. Hey, Julie, you said that y'all were 80 and sunny there today. It was 80 and sunny here, and I got a lot done outside. No, didn't get a lot of hail damage. Luckily, it was small, pellet size, like a little bit bigger than a BB or something. But anyway. Wendy, I was going to tell you the 4 elderberries that I planted out of the ones you gave me so far are struggling. I'm glad I put those others in the greenhouse because I just don't know if they're going to make it. Those first little ones are going to make it. Anyway, we've got 24 watching, 18 thumbs up. Y'all hit that thumbs up and get ready for some laughter. Hit it, boy.
All right, guys, y'all let me know what you think about this. I sat there and thought about the other day. It may not just be perfect, but it's just kind of a rough deal right now, rough outline. So we may fine tune it later, and we may drop it all together after this. I don't know, but just let us know what y'all think about this.
Get ready to laugh,
So I'm gonna be looking down so I can read this right.
Hopefully we won't get any kind of weird strikes, but if we do, we do.
Yeah, maybe not. But anyway, here it goes. Here goes nothing. So y'all excuse us if we mess up. It's a rough draft. It's something that just came up pretty recent. So, and I just started jotting it down. So here goes nothing, guys. Y'all ready? All right. Sit right back. Let me sing you a song. Song about a piece of land that started out way back when with no significant plan. After a few years had passed and we started tilling that ground at last, old boy Mimsy started having a blast. While Mimsy planted those veggies with pride, with PoorBoy by her side. This is how it all started out here on Mimsy's Garden Live.
What y'all think about that? He's taking us from Gilligan's Island to PoorBoy Homestead to Mimsy's Garden Live. Oh my goodness. Sound like Green Acres. Oh man, Mr. What was his name from Green Acres?
Mr. Ebb.
Mr. Ebb. He lived not far from us, and he passed away this past week. It was more of a Gilligan's Island. I thought he was working on a sermon the other day, because used to, a long time ago when we pastored, he would work on his sermons, and I would hear him in another room, just, kind of under his breath. He would be talking to himself, and I was hearing that the other day, and I thought, man, he's already working on that sermon for Sunday. It's going to be rich. It wasn't that. Eli said, don't quit your day job, though. Oh, my goodness.
I told y'all it was a rough draft.
He's not a singer. Not really. I thought it was cute, though. I got tickled every time. I mean, he sang it to me several times, so I'd get tickled every time. It was hard to keep a straight face, Mr. Jack. So, you want to tell them about your adventures this week?
Well, there's been so many of them.
Pick a topic. Any topic will do.
Hello, Gemini Homestead. Y'all's weather quietening down for y'all a little bit by now. I've seen it on radar. What's up, buddy? But yeah, before I get into it, this Patty, he's doing okay. I talked with his nurse the other day, and said he's doing fine, and they're keeping him informed. So they told us they're keeping him informed of why folks are not coming. They're explaining to him. Now, I don't know whether he remembers from day to day or not, but they're still not letting anybody come visit, any outsiders right now, and it's getting tougher and tougher as the day goes by, but I understand. So, to our knowledge right now, they doesn't have anything going on to our knowledge, so, but he's doing good, still doing therapy, so everything looks good so far. I'd just be glad to get to go see him full on, hopefully.
Yeah, they can't tell us when they're going to let that start happening, and that's aggravating to us.
I've asked, but, like I said, that's understandable. I mean, I get it, and also.
Hey, Red, Michelle said, hey, Ted.
But, yeah, we've been discussing it for a long time now.
Hey, Teresa.
We've been just trying to go and get folks, and they have been good at times that we can get them to come and do bush hogging and first one thing and another, and trying to rent a tractor when you got ready to do something.
And y'all know I'm always wanting to do something.
We've been contemplating on just keep doing that, or but as many of you know and probably agree with me when I say this, is that
hey Jen, you should be here.
When you need it, you need it.
Told you
so
over next weekend, it's a date. You're gonna come here.
So as of yesterday, we hadn't went and picked it up yet because it hadn't came in, but we are soon to be new tractor owners, and we thought about going with used, and I didn't need anything heavy because our property where we're at is stays kind of wet a lot, so we decided to go with the Coyote tractor with a bucket on it and a bush hog for now. Probably get a tiller later on.
No tiller right now.
But no tiller right now because we just did all the gardening stuff, so I just didn't want to have to do that. So they do offer. That is
so hard.
They do offer the implements. 12 months same as cash. Right so anytime you get ready to go get it, same price, just 12 months same as cash when you get ready for it. So that's good to know. But we went with a Coyote. A smaller frame tractor, but it's the CK series, so it's a little longer, a little more heavier duty. A guy that works for me just bought a John Deere 3025.
Sometimes you have to till it.
But what the Coyote said, compared to the John Deere in the same class, the Coyote was a little stronger, a little more stouter, a little more stable tractor. So anyway, that's what we went with, and so we're hopefully one day next week they'll come in. They have sold out of everything they have.
Because of all the tornadoes around us, people are needing tractors really bad. Plus with all the pandemic, the prices, there's 0% financing and they extend out all these times and stuff. We could have got a package with everything, Wendy, but we didn't want to do that. We did not, we like to live low. You know, I mean, you can borrow and have big bills and all that. We just didn't want that. So it's worth it to me just to get the bush hog part, because we have several acres that need it.
And there's a lot of stuff that we could be doing
and it's got a bucket
that we've just been putting off till, either bush hogging need to be done and we need to get somebody to do some bush hogging, or a special project comes up. But we could use
Jim,
one a lot more, but if you had to go and rent one,
absolutely, Miss Patty.
Every time you need something done,
we don't need the plastic.
That gets expensive. So we bit the bullet. Didn't really want to go buy a used tractor, and not knowing, and most of them with a front end loader and all on them. I mean, they were on up there
close to the price of a new one.
So we decided to go with a new, and then we'll be using it.
Buddy says used implements are cheap. That's good. I mean, we can always do that later.
Yeah, like I said, they offer, and I'm sure the rest of them do too, but I know these offer any implement that you want is 12 months, same as cash.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you can get it and pay for it in a year, same as cash, hey, that's a pretty good deal. So.
And Kathy, I think he was talking about a Massey Ferguson's what he got slightly used. I saw it somewhere. I'd have to do a lot of scrolling.
Yeah, I looked at a lot of them.
59 Massey hairs.
I like the old the 135s. They're old, but
Hey,
they're good tractors. But you know, I wanted something that wasn't real complicated to operate because
my tractor.
she keeps claiming her tractor.
He keeps saying,
but,
he'll say my tractor. I mean, and I'll say, you mean my tractor?
I'm all for it. Just like the 0-turn lawnmower. She never would get on it till I got her on it, and now she loves it. So
y'all hear that?
I went with a hydrostatic, the foot pedals forward and reverse, something that was more simple. I know it's more complicated electronic style,
Papa Truck.
but it's something that she can catch on to pretty quickly and pretty easily. So we're gonna get her on it when we get it and start getting her used to it.
Y'all want to know the real truth of why he wouldn't add the tiller in the package? There's a real truth behind it, not just that we want to save the money.
We got some really, really, really dear friends that's just so happened. And to have a tiller that goes behind the same model tractor that we got. I mean, what's the odds?
Y'all, he's messing with fairy tale. No, the real reason he wouldn't get the tiller, probably, not really. It's not really the real reason. But it's because I've already told him we got about 4 acres down there that I could till up for a commercial garden.
Exactly.
And he said he's not letting me till up the whole place.
That's
what it is, Mr. Jack.
That's why.
Mr. Jack's the winner. He knows me. Oh, goodness.
I fell off the turnip truck, guys. It wasn't last night.
My tractor, y'all heard it. At least the place will stay cleaned up. And it's got a bucket on it. I can shove stuff out the way. So. And
we may have mentioned last week that our new carport supposed to be in Tuesday. Nothing don't happen. So we took the one that my car, Pink Panther, is sitting under as a matter of fact right now, but we moved it.
Hey, overworked.
And we got Jesse, River Rat Towboating over here, and we moved it last Friday. And we're going to turn that shed into a chicken coop. So there's been a lot going on this past week getting ready for future plans. Changing the homestead up or adding to it. Not changing it up, well, I guess you could say changing it up and adding to it at the same time. So a lot of stuff that's going on, that's happening. And but we bit the bullet and went ahead and done it. We talked about it and put it off really ever since we've been back here. I know for the last 4 years we've put it off, and so we finally decided to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, while the prices, while the prices were, and the interest rates were where it was at, it was the best time for us to do that. We had looked in, we talked to y'all about doing the generator, but for us to get one big enough for this house and have it installed and the propane stuff was just out of our financial imagination because we did not want to go in debt like that.
Well, no, not yet. But the biggest issue was I tried calling around and nobody had it and didn't know when to get in. And so
snowstorms. Yeah, okay.
And then I seen somebody advertising the same generator I was looking at. But they wanted like $8,500 for it. And I wasn't gonna give that for it when I could have got it installed for around $6,000 or $65,000. So we just kind of put that on the back shelf for right now. I've got a couple portables, so push come to shove, we can use those. That's pop truck. That's exactly what I was looking at. The Generac or the
different route. I'm curious about that. Hey, Homestead Engraving.
I've been told by a buddy of mine who's an electrician and said the Briggs and Stratton ones are good for the whole standby home generator. So we were looking at our Generac, 22,000 kW, and we just about run the whole house, but not quite.
But I'm glad they're willing to try that. I mean, that is, if there's anything good to come out of all this mess, is folks are thinking about trying to at least learn how to garden a little.
I don't drink that Gatorade. I might go get me nothing.
Go ahead.
Y'all excuse me.
Let's see. Let me try to read a little bit. Oh, are you talking, Papa Truck, are you talking to the Lears? Because I lost that conversation. Kathy, if you will, just post the Amazon affiliate link. Y'all, if you want to help Mims out and you need something from Amazon, please order from there. They sent me one of those nice little emails that said, you've not qualified to continue with your affiliate link unless you have 3 orders in 90 days. You would think they would let my orders count because I order all the time.
Yeah.
So if some of y'all need something from Amazon 1 or 2 times, just hit that affiliate link, please. Hey, Jesse. All of a sudden, this is awesome. Yeah. Teresa, it is funny. Selling plants starts. I actually restarted again. I said I wasn't going to do it. I've been talking to Wendy a lot, and she's been pep talking me because I was aggravated with folks, you know, because I took up orders for this first year and had some order, had some cancel, and then I sold out everything, and then we all got the shelter-in-place orders, and so we weren't letting anybody coming up here, so I didn't restart right away. But hey, TNS, and then now all of a sudden folks are wanting plants. So I've restarted.
Started some today, so.
Well, I actually started some a couple weeks ago.
Well, I know you're doing something today.
Yeah, I did restart some more today, but I mean, I did some tomatoes 2 weeks ago, and they'll be ready to go soon. And then I've just been restarting the whole thing because we're actually going to get to have our local farmers market here in June and July. So I can sell produce from my garden. I can also sell the plant starts that don't sell in between now and then, but I think they're going to go.
If we'd had any idea of what's happened, was going to happen, whenever
Right.
we was taking orders,
Oh yeah.
she would still be selling plants.
Yeah, I've had a lot of calls and had to just tell them I was sold out.
Because everybody's at home and they,
Yeah.
so many projects you can do, and then you go wanting to go to plant, so
Yeah.
we just don't have them.
And we actually had talked about, instead of doing the tractor, working on a bigger greenhouse, and he was like, yeah, but you don't know what the government's going to allow. So it's kind of,
You know, we have the land now, so it has to be taken care of and has to be kept up. So
right.
comparison to a bigger greenhouse maybe later on, and if everything works out, then next year, then we'll try to go that route. But
Awesome. Back to Reachstead. That is awesome.
we try to prioritize what we needed right now the most, and that turned out to be a tractor. So
Yeah.
we're excited and we're nervous about it too.
It's not any kind of note that we can't handle, but it is a debt. And who wants to be in any kind of debt? That's my thinking. So, yeah. I mean, we don't have huge land. We have almost 7 acres. But it needs some cleanup.
7 acres is a lot of upkeep when most of it's pasture.
I need to remember that. If anyone's going to buy something from Amazon first, go through your link. Yep. Says you would.
And
Yes.
I do not really want to do.
Well, whatever that purchase is, as long as they go through that link, it won't continue to keep that link there.
Yeah, 7 acres is plenty. It's
Yeah,
enough
I mean,
that
it's
I
just
want
us
to keep
two.
up. It's enough to keep you busy for a while.
And I would like to put some livestock
Yeah.
on, but he doesn't want me to. So
Well,
he should have brought me the tiller.
One of my aspects of it is that because I deal with it day in and day out, through my work, and I see how things happen, and I understand how they and if you got cattle and know anything about cattle, it doesn't matter how well that fence is built. Sooner or later, guess what? At midnight one night, one of them's gonna get out, and we live pretty close to a road who they love to speed up and down this part of the road. and I'm afraid they're gonna get out and get hit. So, and you know, have an accident. Worst case, somebody really seriously get hurt over it, and then I would regret having the livestock. So it doesn't matter how well your fences is built; they're gonna get out.
Yeah, we had horses, and
Yeah.
I sold my horses, but he's thinking that I'm wanting cattle, and I'm not really wanting cattle. I want something smaller, and you know, unless it was Dexter's or something. I just want something to help keep it cleaned up. But now, you know, this plant and cut, rake, bale, and repeat. Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
we got something to help it keep it cleaned up.
I'm gonna keep it cleaned up. Don't mean I don't want some cute little goats though.
And all you gotta do is just pay the note on it and put diesel in it.
Okay, my tractor. All you need is a grapple attachment.
Those things are nice. And we done talked about that. And I told her instead of a box blade, from my experience, from my work, a bionic blade is way better to me than a box blade.
Misty, my neighbor, has 3 new Nigerian dwarfs. They're so cute. And she's doing the breeding, so she's like, "Don't you buy a goat from anybody else?" I'm like, "I ain't buying a goat from you. I'll barter with you."
Yeah, cattle's tough to raise, and it's, you know. Now, if I live way
Yeah,
off the
it gets
road or
tricky.
something, that might be a little bit different. Would be interested in getting just very few head of cattle, but not as close as what we are to a main road. Like I said, they use it for a drag strip on the part that we're on here.
Yeah.
So I just would rather I don't even want to have that worry on me when I lay down at night, worry about them getting out and getting hit.
I'm just thankful that I finally got him on my chicken tangent. He's over it now. He's been saying all these years, no, and I'm like, yeah. So he sold me his old shed so I can have chickens.
And boy, did she get a deal.
We're crazy. We do things so different than normal folks.
I'd rather put it like this. She got a steal, not a deal.
We got too many snakes. No, those livestock keep them stomped away. They will. I need a goose. Goose will eat the snake.
Yeah, it wasn't too.
Yeah, we had snake dens.
As long as the horses and
Kathy.
stuff was down there, they
Kept them stomped away.
never got bit. To our knowledge, as long as we owned the horses. So they just kept it. I guess they
Looking
kept
at
it
some
stomped or
coon
whatever.
pigs. You go for that, Papa's truck. Chris had coons.
And the snakes will be less if you keep it cut down for the most part and not let it grow
Ooh,
up.
Eli, I'm not willing to try that.
No, I'm not no snake eater. That's for sure.
Lear says he gets too attached to his goats. Deer's the size of a goat. Nah, don't be ashamed.
Hey, that's all in it.
Those noisy chickens kill snakes. We moved the shed far enough away from the house. He's probably not going to hear the chickens too much. Plus, he'll be having to go back to work soon, and it'll just be me, Mom, and the chickens during the day. And when he has to work, he comes in, he's so tired, he just about passes out as soon as it gets dark anyway, so I think he'll be okay. We're just not going to do a rooster, even though I'd love to have one crowing. Told my neighbor to get her another rooster. That way I could hear the rooster and it wouldn't bother him.
Yeah, they probably 50, maybe 75 yards from the house where the coop's gonna be. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good ways.
Let me show you the noisy chickens. You talking about the chicken snakes? Got a Rhode Island Red. Starts at 2 a.m. Well, that'd be just enough time because he usually has to be up and going by 4. Oh, guineas. No, don't want any guineas. Those things are loud.
Now they're a good guard dog. Well, we got one of them.
Yeah. My golden retriever makes a whimper and then this little Dotson goes berserk. Mm-mm-mm. So what else have y'all been doing while you're sheltering in place? I'm working on my sourdough starter. I finally got that thing going. Tasha had sent it to me, and I would do what she told me, and it just wasn't doing. And I thought, I'm fixing to do some weight measurements and try something else. And so I did that, and now that stuff's bubbling and rocking. So now it's time to learn how to make some bread.
Yeah, nah, that's something I do not want.
No, I don't want any pigs either.
Mm-mm. I like my bacon now. Don't get me wrong.
Eggs to the food bank. That's good. That is really good. We go through a lot of eggs, and I buy the free range, cage free, and all that stuff. And here, they're about $7 for an 18 count carton. And I was getting them from the neighbor when she had her chickens, but she got rid of her chickens. She's getting more, but she had to get rid of her chickens. So
Nothing you raise bed. JSC organs, cool.
So I can feed chickens and do all what I need to do with what I spend on eggs every year. Cutting bushes and trees, clearing the new garden area. Awesome. Hey, Rebecca. You need to go back and watch the first 5 minutes because he actually sang. Well, I might make him sing it again before we get off of here.
No, they told me to keep my day job.
That's just Eli. Eli, you can plug your ears. I probably will make him do it before we go over to Stringfield Ridge at 8.
I'll do the ending. I got an ending to it.
You got an ending?
Yeah.
Let's see. First, okay. Yeah, the Mimsy's Island parody. It looks like an island here the other day. All that water. The pond that we had, it's just a watering hole pond. It's not got fish or anything in it. Down at the bottom of the property. Man, it looked like a river out there. It was awful. And that's another reason he didn't want me tilling up all the way down there, because it gets kind of boggy. It might be good for onions or something, but it's not going to be good for much else.
Now, probably about July, August, somewhere along in there. Usually that time of year, you can drive anywhere on the property with no problem.
Rebecca, he's wrote his own little song. It's a silly song. Oh, the wind's got a cold front coming. Weren't we supposed to get a cool front?
It's supposed to be tomorrow. Tomorrow's, no, Sunday. Sunday's supposed to be like 72 or 73 for the high here, so that's going to be a little cool little front coming through.
Wow.
I think it's coming off of the front that's coming through. That's coming off of some of the weather that Gemini Homestead and them's been getting today up around Shreveport down through that way. But it's supposed to stay north of us, so. And we could definitely use the break in the weather for sure. As many others, I'm sure, that could too.
Have I tried cranberries? No, I don't know that they would grow here. We're in zone 8A and it's like hot, humid. And so a lot of fruits are hard to grow here except for blueberries, blackberries, and figs, and muscadines, and mulberries. They grow pretty good here.
And taters.
That's not a fruit tree.
Taters will grow.
Well, we'll see if Mimsy can grow them because I planted some for the first time this year.
Okay. Well, everybody else has done grow some taters already this year.
Yeah.
Some big old taters.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. This is...
You just go on maters.
Mostly tomatoes, yes.
And not taters.
Mostly maters. Maters and peppers. I got about 79 tomato plants out and
I did not see
89 or so pepper plants going.
I hadn't seen Stringfield on here.
She's here.
Is she? Tell
Hey,
Lee I need my blue cup. I got a yellow cup.
You got a yellow, yeah, old Dickie's cup. I got my Bama cup going. Roll Tide, y'all. 90s by midweek, Nebraska's are going to support. I pulled mine except for some red mammoth cabbage. Hopefully they go ahead and form up. It just gets so hot here. It's hard. You're in 8A there?
One of the
That's
biggest
what we're in 8A.
heart attacks I had to do this week, amongst everything else that we've done,
Hey, Christy.
is on my truck that I've got, my Silverado. I didn't know this until I done bought it. After I bought it, I found out this. Well, the air went out on it. And we figured out what was going on with it back toward the end of last summer. So I said, well, it's, summer's about over with. I'll get it fixed later on. Well, just was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? When did I go get it? Yesterday? Yesterday evening, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. When did I go get it? Wednesday evening. Yeah, Wednesday.
Regardless.
Anyway, one day this week, I went and picked it up, and the air so far is working, but $850 later, had to put a AC condenser in it.
This shelter in place is not doing us any good. We're spending too much money. I'm telling you. Every time I turn around, we're having to make a big purchase. My dishwasher went out a couple weeks before that. The microwave went out. And I'm spoiled. I'm not an off-grid homesteader. I mean, I'm a canner, I'm a cooker, I'm a gardener, but I'm not trying to be anything super special. I gotta have my cushions. So, I have spent a lot of money. But it's all paid for. It's not all credited out. Just the tractor. Thank God. That's bad enough. Yeah, we were having storms, but not tonight, thank goodness.
But when it comes in floods most times. So, hey, that's what I tell everybody. It doesn't matter what it comes down to. If it's vehicles, if it's appliances, you use them. Guess what?
Mary Beth, I didn't have one for years and years. We had one and it tore up right away, and then my girls were small and we just didn't have cash. So of course we didn't go buy one. Hey, Baddest Bees. Hey, Dave.
It's a 2014 Silverado LTZ model.
It looks brand new. I mean, it's super nice, but
I've had it for 2 years. And when I bought it used. It had 99,000 miles on it. Now it's got 2 years later. It's got 109,000. So I've put what, 10,000 miles?
Maybe in 2 years.
In 2 years, I put about 10,000 miles. I hardly ever drive it. Mostly on weekends. When I do drive it, because during the week, I'm back and forth from my work truck working. So just the weekends most time when I'm driving it.
Oh yeah, Teresa. He's got to do tires too. I put tires on my truck. Last year?
Yeah, them 20s ain't cheap.
Year before.
None of them's cheap, but them 20s sure ain't cheap.
No, it's not a 4x4. My truck is a 2005 Ford F-150 4-door. And it's, I bought it outright, used, and I love that truck.
The 14 and the 15 models, and the Chevrolet was bad on the ACs, but Chevrolet didn't do a recall on them. And I guess just not enough people complained on it or whatever, but they wouldn't do a recall on it.
That's the way to go, Lears.
It's a normal occurrence from what the guy told me. He said I done a lot of them. And and then I Googled it and looked it up, and it is an issue that they're having out of those two models. I think they redone it.
Is that what was under recall?
No.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. That the AC has not been under recall.
Hey, Tracy.
And probably won't. If it ain't
Brother
been
Donnie,
under recall yet,
Jennifer.
they probably won't recall it. So.
Hey, the one I had.
I
I shouldn't gripe about it going out. I paid $25 for it. What, about 11 or 12 years ago?
No, I thought it was up here.
No, heck no. It was in that trailer, and Sarah was in junior high.
That's probably been, I don't know, something
like that.
It's been several years, yeah.
It was probably 11 years ago.
It was a good one.
Yes. So I bought another Emerson, just like the closest I could get to what I had, because that thing was worth $25.
Well, nothing anymore, guys, and you can agree or disagree with me, but nothing anymore. You pay the price for it, but it's not built as well as the old stuff is.
No.
It just doesn't last as long. I mean, don't get me wrong. Technology is great and it's wonderful, and I'm thankful for it. But
Kathy,
through technology,
I ain't scared.
things are not just made as well as they used to be made. So
Right.
they don't hold up as long. It's more made now to replace than it is to just repair and keep going with it.
Mark, there ain't nothing wrong with my truck except for it needs a coil replaced. $160. I'll do it when I get around to it.
Yeah, I've owned.
I just replace them when they start acting up.
1, 2, 3 Fords that range from 77 to 79. I've owned 3, and then I've owned a 69 Ford. Then I've owned an 82 Ford, but I've owned 3 in that 70s.
And I agree.
And I'm still a fan of the 77 to 79 model body style.
Gil.
I like those body styles in the Fords. I'm just an old school guy. I like them.
Yeah, he tried to talk me into trading my truck in, and I was like, no. It's paid for. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I love my truck. He would do my oil changes, but one of our best friends owns the Super Lube here, so I take it to him.
And so, to be honest with you guys, if you've ever done oil changes, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you can go and you got to go buy that oil and buy that filter, then you got to either jack it up or run up on some ramps. Then you got to wait for it to be cool, or whatever. Get on there and try to change it when it's hot. Well, I don't really have a good place to change it. I got to lay on the ground to do it. So, for what the extra labor that it costs to have them to change it, and you can run it by there in 10 or 15 minutes, in and out and gone, it's worth it. I mean, time you go, if you count time you go buy the oil and all the filter, and get out there and do it, and count your labor and all that involved in it, it's easier, and you come out better by just letting them do it. Somebody that you trust to do it. That's just my thinking. Now, in my race car, I do change it, but something, my personal pickups, I carry it by the.
Well, that's right, leaders. His is a drive-through. I mean, we're right there anyway. We're in such a small rural town. Everybody knows everybody.
And he's good and at what he does, and
Hey, Sydney.
I definitely fully trust him. So
It's
it's just really convenient to run it right through there and let him change it, and you out and gone.
I hear you.
It would cost me, just say in my truck, it's probably it's that 024 synthetic oil. It's
Give me my 2-lane road any day.
It's about a $75 oil change, and time you go buy the oil and you go buy the filter, you're going to end up with $50-$60 in it. It's worth $15 for somebody to get on there and drain a plug and drop oil when it's hot, to me.
Yeah. You used to bracket race too? Cool. That's what his 91 Mustang.
And to mention race
Tracy.
cars, I was down there about it today, and I was just gonna crank it up. I ain't been cranking it a week. And I reached back there to grab the hatchback where I moved my battery to. And in the moving of this shed for this chicken coop, my hatch has shut and locked. Well, my battery's way in the back. This fat boy can't get the seat up and get back there and crawl back there to put my ground cable back on my battery so I can hit my switch in my glove compartment to open the hatch up. So my key won't go into the hatch lock. The hatch still works, but I don't have the key for it. And now, I guess Mimsy's going to have to go back there and put my cable on so I can get my hatch open.
You just won brownie points because you said I was small enough to crawl back there. You didn't mean it, but I mean that way. But I'm sure. But you said I took it that way. So it's a good day.
Putting words in my mouth now.
Y'all, the shelter-in-place stuff has not been good for Mimsy. I'm spending too much money.
Yeah, through my kitchen window. Oh, definitely, it's definitely worth it to me. That's what I'm gonna do, Michelle. I'm gonna have to. I definitely tried, but I could not get back there today. And so,
cool.
I mean, I guess I could if I just absolutely had to and didn't have no other choice. But I'm gonna send Mimsy through there and see if she can get it.
I can do it. Y'all know I fixed that car. Y'all
Okay.
saw it. It was on video. Lears, he's got a channel called PoorBoy Homestead, and it shows some of the Pink Panther stuff. We don't put a lot of videos out there, but we try to put the racing stuff over there.
Not
Not
yet,
yet.
Dave. We're working toward that.
Yeah, I've talked with an attorney. They want $770 to do it, and I think it can be done somewhere else, not so much.
Well, right now it's just starting out, try to see how things are going to go, and it's just not worth spending that money yet, just yet. So
Yeah, but I do plan to do an LLC, for sure. I just need to find somebody to
Yeah.
do it that's not going to charge me $700 to do that, because probably could get on LegalZoom and do it myself.
yes, Rebecca, I did know that.
You did. I did not know that.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Cool.
You never heard that?
No.
Am
Y'all
I on
teaching
it?
that
Am
old
I on
dog
it?
new tricks.
Rebecca, am I on it? Am I thinking about the right tune there? Just don't ask me what key that was in, because I have no idea. Well, I sang in from A to Z.
It's not speedy to do yourself. For a cottage license. Spending. Oh. Well, I know that I can do that form online, but doesn't it have to go through the state's attorney general office after that? Check to see
Yeah,
if the truck.
it's-
Well, see,
it's-
we're gonna use the tractor purchase.
Yeah, the truck, by the time we get it started,
Right, Tracy.
it won't
Moon
be.
Farms, right? There's two Tracys in the chat, y'all. So if I say,
Moon
"Hey Tracy,"
Farm.
I'm either talking to Moon Farm or through my kitchen window. Hey
Sing
John.
along with Terry, new feature on PoorBoy Church. There you go.
State's Attorney General Office is next. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Lears, I thought about that too.
Did they charge too, Patty?
I used to have a base station several years ago.
Just an LLC, Julie. Just a limited liability, just so that if folks come here, they don't try to get hurt and then sue the pants off of us. John, did y'all all that water drain off quick? Okay, Miss Patty, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
And if I get into a crunch, I'm going to Marco Polo you and say, help.
But yeah, that's something we had thought about and we're going to look into later on.
It won't be much later. I'm going to do it. Keep selling these plants, I'll have it in no time.
Yeah, we just got to get everything set up to do bigger orders.
Good.
So,
good.
and most of the time, most
Everything was
folks-
cash so far, and I didn't have a whole lot of expense out.
Well, that's what we discussed. We talked about it beforehand. Said we don't want to go over the top right off the bat, because a lot of people, and not all, but a lot of them say, yeah, I want. Put me down. Well, when it gets time to it,
Okay, Miss Patty.
then they back out or something comes up. So that's kind of why we're trying to ease into it little by little and see how it goes and go from there instead of just pitching all overhead into it at one time.
Hang on just a second. Hey, John, can you look at Francine at Never Enough Time's question there? She said she just received her asparagus crowns. Is there a proper way for her to store them until Sunday? I've not done asparagus. Miss Patty might know too.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Miss Patty, I'm still going to be running it as a business, and I intend over the next 5 years to make it a truly commercial business. So I need to go ahead and do the LLC anyway. This is just the first little steps into that. Moist potting soil or sand for storage, Francine?
Is that because sand holds moisture?
It helps it drain.
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay. Let's see. What else was we going to talk about? I cannot remember. My mind went blank.
Yeah, Wendy, that's something we got to look at
For injuries
to
that
see how
happen on
much that's
property.
going to be. Because,
We do have some of that type of coverage already from our homeowners.
but from
Julie.
what I understand, I've had some buddies and stuff that did ATV bogs and stuff like that, races and stuff on their property, and they get like $1 million liability insurance, and they say it's fairly reasonable. So I don't know, you know. On that. We'll just have
It's
to
a
check
ham
into that.
radio talk. No. Now you'll have to talk to Pharmacy Seed Network to get the ham radio going.
And
Carlton, he does the ham radio
yeah,
stuff.
and the Lear. The Lear's talking about getting into ham radio. I never did do the ham radio. I did do base station. I had a base station for a few years, and got involved in it big time
Okay, Julie, I'll look into that too.
in the vehicles. I was involved in CBing in the vehicles big time for several years.
Yeah, he drove me nuts with that. Just saying.
I was cutting TVs off. I'd have folks calling me from 10 miles away. And that's
Oh, North Star, that's not me on Cackle Hatchery. You can take that one off. That is somebody else that does Cackle. Do you know Morse code? Deep, 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 deep.
no. The only Morse code I know goes beep, beep,
Not yet, Tracy.
beep.
We're still working on the greenhouse. I mean the chicken coop. We have moved the shed into position, and after the first of the month, when they have opened things up and we can have people come here to work, I am going to get a guy from up the road that I know real well, and he's going to come help me with my design.
I don't know, Dave, but we hadn't.
I don't know. I had talked about using Murray McMurray, but I haven't used anybody. I have Farmer Brad's stuff. He was talking about Cackle. He uses it, but that wasn't me.
Okay. Mary Beth did it
I
back in
just
the 70s.
got his chicken water.
I'm trying to remember the box that I used. I used a,
Yeah, Rebecca, we
Lord.
did not go with one of those.
I had a Maverick 400, I think, tube box. That's what I had on mine with a little one-tube driver, and I can't remember the name of that driver
I
that I had driving that Maverick 400. But it done really well. Really well.
I missed something, Gil. What's that for?
A couple, Wendy, she had to reroute and straighten up, but
I have that for you. Yeah, I looked up the information versus LLC versus corporation, and LLC is all I'm going to need. There's Farmer Brad. We were just talking about you. We was talking about you used Cackle Hatchery, and I had your chicken water here waiting for the new coop to get finished. I'm so excited.
I had a buddy of ours that doesn't live just through the woods, a hop and skip through the woods. He had a ham radio. He did for a long time.
How tall was your base antenna?
Mine, 60 or 70 foot.
Yeah, it was up
Something
there.
like that. I had a piece of drill stems, what I had, and then I had a 40 foot or 50 foot antenna pole on top of that, and I run an Antron antenna, and then I think I may have had a Starduster at one time too. I never did get into the beams. I was around them. I had done a lot of helping out with beams, but I never did put a setup at my house.
Till we didn't take the chicken.
I'd have loved to have had about a 75-foot tower with a set of beams, four moonraker beams on it. That would have been great, but
It's hard to keep shipping the chicken orders. Cool. I was gonna say, Brad, Farmer Brad, that's in the chat. My link for his chicken water with the discount is in the link. But go and look at his site. He's got all kinds of products, and he says he's got 100 float valves in stock, so he doesn't have to keep shipping out the whole chicken waterers for now. So if you want to do some DIY that is super cool, I'll just show you what one of his waterers looks like. Okay, let's see. This is Farmer Brad's chicken water. It's got the hose attachment, and you see the little nipple feeders, waterers. Still have my paperwork in there because I'm waiting to put that piece. And then inside, I don't know if you can see that, he's got a float system in there. And so this is Farmer Brad's cool product, and I'm so tickled to have it. And also, in the lid, it has a closure, but you have that so that you can check your own things, make sure they work. But you can also heat your water if you're in a cold region, which we are not. So, but you could open that and put a little bit of your vinegar in there, all that good stuff. Any extra nutrients that you need to give your chickens. The float keeps the water level full, Michelle, so that you don't have to constantly
fill it back up.
Keep it going.
Just run a hose out there, hook it to your hose, and that floater regulates your water.
So the promo code does not work for the heated version, but you can rig it up yourself, and he's got everything that you need. So go check him out. He's even got some cool t-shirts. Mimsy's got to order a t-shirt, because I need to be supporting some Farmer Brad. So that'll be my next spend. Because y'all know I've been spending too much money lately.
Hello, Freaky Geek.
Hey, Freaky!
Good day.
Yeah, the regular one you can still drop the heat element into. It's just priced different. So, anyway, I like my Farmer Brad chicken water.
Sometimes the float don't float. They get a little hole in them, and they quit floating.
Oh, he's got all those parts, anything that you need. And we've not tried it, so we, I know Jason likes his. Yeah, it's like the inside of the back of a toilet, but it's gonna make Mimsy's life easy, so that's all I care about.
The Mighty Micro. What is the Mighty Micro?
Where are you looking at? We're gonna bring back.
Farmer Brad said, "Bring back the Mighty Micro."
Huh? With the Oasis cups. I'm not sure what that one is. But I'll have to check that out. Or you can send me a message. You've got my Instagram. Just send me a picture and show me what you're talking about. Later. Don't do it right now. It'll mess the live stream. We got 2 minutes. Then you send it. Hey, Brenda.
Like I said, guys, I got an ending.
Oh, cool, Wendy. I didn't know you were doing that.
To the beginning song, I got the ending part to it.
Okay, you're in for some fun. Another laughter for those that y'all came in late. And then we're going to jump over to Stringfield Ridge Farm and support Teresa and Lee and Blue Cup Adventures and everything they got going on.
So if y'all missed the intro, guys, y'all need to go back and watch it. Tell us what you think of it. Just don't tell us what you don't think of it.
And don't forget, if you need something from Amazon, please use my link over the next 90 days. Just because I want to keep that affiliation going, and
yes,
they're fussing at me.
So we got a minute, guys, before Stringfield Ridge starting there. So we're going to jump off of here. Appreciate everybody coming in. All the moderators, appreciate you guys for what you do. Like I said, throw it out there once again. Don't forget, next 90 days, if you need something from Amazon, get on there and get it ordered.
Hey, just saying. We got to get on with it.
So, all right. All right. So this is the ending. So here we go, guys. So join us right here again next week, my friends. We're sure to bring you a smile every Friday night at 7 p.m. here on Mimsy's Garden Live. See you guys. Appreciate you.